back, guys, to this channel. Today's tutorial will be on how to cut this lovely ruffled gown, office gown that you can wear. Yes, if you're interested, let's get into it. Yeah, I have the style sketched out on my drawing book and I have the measurement. Here I'm showing bust, what the bust is, the waist. The waist is 32, the bust is 38, hip is 40, as you can see. So I have it sketched out. Then from the shoulder to where the ruffle stops, I'll be making use of 32, and for the ruffle, I'll be making use of 11 inches. Total of 43 inches. I have a 2 yard fabric to cut out that style. So I have my material folded in two. I'm going to be cutting the front part. So to know to know the amount of materials to fold, just look at your biggest measurement. Like this now, I have the hip to be the biggest part, which is 40. So I added 2 inches to it. So I added 2 inches for freeness and for seam allowance. So there I'm having 12 inches. 12 inches on fold. So you have to have a starting point which will serve as our shoulder point. Sorry for that. The shoulder point, and from the shoulder point you measure out your length. Remember the length of the ruffle that I said it was 32, so I'll be adding 1 inch to it so that I will have enough allowance to join it to the ruffle and to also hem it at the neck area. So mark out the 33, mark out yours where you want your ruffle to start from. I'm marking it out there, and I made sure I have a straight line there. So at the shoulder part, I measure my shoulder. My shoulder is 16 divided by 2 will give me 8 inches. So from the 8 inches, I come down by 9 inches. Then from there, normally I'm supposed to bring out the 1 inch shoulder slant and to bring down the 8 inches. But I forgot, and later on you will see, I'll go back to it. So I have my bust there. The bust is 38. 38 divided by 4 gives 9.5. So I added 1 inch. Since it's an office wear, a fitted one, not tight. There's difference between fitted and tight. Since a fitted office wear, I didn't add any free allowance. I only added the seam allowance that I want, which is 1 inch. And at the waist, I measured from the shoulder to the waist, which is 17. There I measured my waist. The waist was 32 inches. 32 divided by 4 gives 7.7.5. You understand that? 7.5 is 30. So the 2 inches gives a quarter, which is 7.75. So from there I measured from the shoulder to the hip. I measured 24 inches to get the area of my hip, and I measured out the hip. The hip is 40 inches divided by 4 gives 10 inches. 10 inches, and I added the 1 inch that I added to the bust area. Remember, I'm using 1 inch to sew. 1 inch to sew. So I had to bring down the hip measurement down to where I want my ruffle to start. So in your own case, you might want your own to be, to have that A-shape effect. I only added like 1 inch more to have that A-shape effect. So right now I'm trying to carve out the measurement. So here I'm back to the shoulder. Yes, you bring out what you have at the shoulder down to the bust area, which is from your shoulder to 9 inches. I mark the 9 inches and add I had to rule it up to meet with the shoulder. So I'm having the 1 inch for the shoulder slope there, and I'm trying to get the middle. I came in by 1/2 inch to have that curve effect at the armhole. Just curve it out like so. You can use your free hand. On my channel, I mostly use free hand. Mostly use free hand. And for the neck, remember the normal standard for the neck, 3 inches by 3 inches. That is 3 inches width, 3 inches depth. And this is standard because it is what we made to be standard. But it can be alterated. You can alterate it to your choice. If 3 inches is too choking for you, you can alterate it. I'm still going to alterate this, but I will have to cut it out first. I will not cut the neck area. I will just cut out. So I place the front part on the remaining fabric, and I left 1 inch for zipper allowance. 1 inch for zipper allowance. All I'm just going to do, the only difference is just the zipper allowance. Just cut out. So now you can cut out the neck. So here I'm trying to alterate the neck as I've said. So I'm going to add 1/2 inch to the neck, making it 3.5 for the width and 4 inches for the depth. 3.5 width and 4 inches depth for the front alone. For the front alone. So curve it out like so. And for the back, I'll be making use of 1 inch for the back. 1 inch for the back. And you can curve it. You can use your free hand to curve it out. So you can cut out and cut the front neckline too, like so. So I have it like this. So in order to cut the 3/4 sleeve, it has a 3/4 sleeve which I'm going to be making use of 17. I have 18 inches there for my sleeve. So 1 inch will be for me to fold. So I measured 3.5 at the upper part of my sleeve, which serve as the apex. And I measured 5 inches down. 5 inches downward, sorry, to get the armhole, to get the curve. So there I measured the measurement for the upper arm, that part of your arm, the biggest part of your arm. I have it to be 15 inches. I measured 7.5 and I added 1 inch to it for sewing allowance. So curve it out. You can curve it out with your. I have a basic tutorial, video on how to cut a basic sleeve. A video on how to cut a basic sleeve on my channel. You can scroll down and check. It's easy to curve it out there. Then I can cut out. Okay, sorry, from the curve there, I have 10 inches. 10 inches for the curve, and I added 1 inch for the seam allowance. So I'm trying to join the lines to roll it up, both the allowance and the main measurement. So right now it can be cut out. Guys, I want to use this medium to say subscribe to my channel. Encourage me by subscribing, like and share my videos so that I can upload more videos. Encourage me. Thank you guys. And hit on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you guys. So at the sleeve, I had to notch. It's a must. You always need to notch that part, that middle part, so that to be easy to fix to your armhole. So I have everything cut out now. This is the ruffle. I said the ruffle will be 11 inches. I have 12 inches, 1 inch, the remaining 1 inch to fold and to also join to the main bodies. And I have this ruffle times 3 of the hip measurements. That's what I have, times 3 of the hip measurements. I have this rope also for the neck. Yes, I'm going to be using it to turn the neck. So right now I'm going to the machine to sew the shoulder up, the two shoulders and the sides, and I will come and show you how it's going. So right now here I have it fixed. I've not fixed the sleeve, I've not turned the neck as well, but I've fixed the zip. I've done the sides as well. So I will take it back to the machine and fix the sleeve, fix the ruffle and the neck, and I will come and show you the final look. You see how beautiful it is. It's very fast, easy to make. I left some part of the sides at the side so that I can add to the ruffle to it. So look at it, guys. I placed it on the table so that I can show you, because I think sometimes the mannequin don't do justice to these dresses. Mm. Guys, this is the final look. The three-quarter sleeve, the ruffle, the piped neck. So guys, subscribe to this channel. Subscribe, share and like my videos. Give me a thumbs up. Thank you.